Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career here on the PC with Cadillac. It is round 9 of our first season here in 2026 and we are heading to Spain, to Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix. And we are just 2 days away, so very little time to skip. In fact, I don't think there's anything we actually do need to do. I think we are pretty much set and ready before we jump any further. Let me check. Has it turned my set? Yes, it has every time. Every time. All right, there we go. Nope, resume. There we go, don't want to quit. So, we are prepped and ready, I think. We've got brand new wings on the car tonight, front and rear, to sort of complement our upgrade package. Now you can see we're actually looking pretty good for spare parts at the moment, at least in terms of aero parts. Not so good in terms of engines and engine parts that are available. We are starting to struggle with Checo already. He's on his third engine. And we are 1/3 of the way through the season. So we are going to need at least one more engine, potentially 2 more engines for Checo. And that's just in terms of engines. That's not counting gearboxes. I think we're on his 3rd gearbox. Probably going to need another ERS for him very soon as well. This has been a bit of a brutal season in terms of engine reliability for us. Our cooling is not great, which is not helping. It's compounding the wear rate a little bit with a lot of thermal deck, but it's we've been unlucky with a couple of really big crashes as well. So hopefully will be nice and smooth sailing for the rest of the season. No more big shunts, no more big incidents that are going to wipe out powertrains. And let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. Evening Wayne, evening Dino, evening Esparza. Good to see you guys in the chat. Welcome to everybody else who is lurking as well. Let's get ourselves underway, shall we? I want to double check. I'm pretty sure we put the right parts onto both cars. Do a quick check here, can't I? Yeah. Performance is exactly the same. So they are running the same spec. That's good. Let's see. One thing I do want to do, which I completely forgot about until late last night / early this morning, is that we don't have a reserve who is a simulator driver. We've got 2 young rookies who are spending some time in the sim to train, but they are very much reserve drivers. We don't have development drivers for developing the car. So let's have a look at who we could possibly sign. I do kind of want to stick to storyline a little bit. Where is he? Where is he? Is he below his brother already? He is. He's down here. I'm thinking that we approach Pietro Fittipaldi because he has been signed as part of the simulator crew to develop the car for Cadillac. Let's scout him out. Probably going to make him a pretty low ball offer. Do you not think he looks a little like Charlie Cox in that photo? Just a little. Let's take a look at his brother as well. Why not? Okay. So that's that bit done. Advance time. That's our 5th spare wing. So no more parts being produced, I don't think. I think we've finished building everything we need to build. Yeah, look at that. Factory is empty. Good stuff. We have 110,000 in the bank, which isn't enough to do much of anything. Go to our facilities. Boardroom's just finished being refurbed, just in time for Barcelona. Starting to get a little low on a couple of these things. Weather centre, an upgrade on that is going to cost me 1.5 mil. That's not really that important. We'll just keep winging it with the weather. And advance to race day once more. There we go. Hit the inbox. So, strategy will be a one-stop. Yeah, no, it won't. It won't. It'll be a two-stop. And I think we are going to need both sets of hards for this, because temperatures are usually pretty high. Wear rate is usually pretty high. It is quite an abrasive circuit, so I think, see, look, every one of the expected strategies is two-stop, but I think we're going to need 2 sets of mediums and 2 sets of hards. That's going to be really awkward for practice, because we're basically going to end up with no softs going into quali if we do that. I do want to have a couple of sets of softs, if at all possible, or at least one for the race, which we will have. But I mean, the kind of good news in that respect is that we're likely to go out in Q1, so maybe we might sneak into Q2 with the new wings, but we're likely to go out in Q1. So we don't have to worry about using tyres in Q2 and Q3. And even if we do get into Q2, we'll probably not get very high in that session. We'll probably still end up like 15th and 16th. So, yeah, let's try and be careful with our tyres through practice. And as you can see, no cloud cover, just blazing hot sunshine. That will melt our tyres, combined with, you know, the abrasiveness of the circuit with the dirty air, you know, overheating the tyres. Tyre wear is going to be an issue here tonight, I think.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend?
It's Ferrari who are currently ahead in the Constructors' standings. But there's still a long battle ahead for the Constructors' Championship.
Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
So we just saw Hamilton out of helmet and Hamilton in helmet, which means that probably wasn't Hamilton. That was probably one of their reserves, which means we can expect to see somebody replacing Hamilton in FP1. We are going to give our rookies a run tonight. They haven't been in the car for a few Grand Prix now, because we've had some sprints. So let's give them a run out here. We want to put them on the softs. Evening, Ryan. Welcome to the channel. There we go. And we're going to use mediums in the next session for our 2 drivers to get them acclimated to the circuit, and then another set of softs in FP3. And that way we'll have 2 sets of hards, 2 sets of 2 sets of mediums for the Grand Prix, and then however many softs we have left. At least one set, because one always gets held in reserve for, you know, Q3, and then hopefully at least one more set on top of that. We're going to go with 28 laps of fuel. No, it's not. No way they're going to go that far. Let's go 26 laps of fuel. I doubt they'll make it that far with the tyre model, but we'll see. That should hopefully be enough to get them up to 100% on their development runs. But I don't know if that will actually be the case. We might have to send them back out again. Let's swap over engine parts. not looking nice, is it, on this car? Really isn't. Christ. Yeah, real problems on this car's powertrain. Yeah, we'll stick that engine in. And that ERS. And we'll go with that gearbox. Okay, so that is the powertrain sets, the running sets. So now we need to put the setups on. I'm going to go with 2 different setups this time. And we'll put a bit of variation into them in terms of wing levels. So let's start with a 9 on the front and a 14.5. We'll go to an 8.2 on the roll bar. And then I'm going to drop that quite low. Actually, no, I'm not going to go that low. Let's go to there, and let's push that up a bit. There we go. We'll try it probably a bit lower on the other car, or maybe go even higher on the on these. But that's the setup we're going to run for this car. Let's see how that works. Let's just. Onto car 2. So I'm going to run a 14 on the rear wing on this one, not a 14.5. What do I want to do with my front wing? I think I'm going to go pretty aggressive on that as well. Let's go with a 9.5 on the front wing. Let's just go to a 6.4 on this one. And then we're going to push that up even further on this car. Let's go up to 3.4. And let's whack that all the way up. And let's see how we do.
So now we have green light.
Somebody beat us on track. And yeah, there we go. Dino Beganovic is in the car for Lewis.
Good for me too.
Wonder if we'll see 2 Valtry's in the garage at the same time like we did last night. That was a bizarre moment. I've never seen that before.
Radio check. Loud and clear.
You see Valtteri talking to the mechanics with another Valtteri just leaning on the wall,
You need to learn
keeping a watching brief a little bit further back. So it looks like we've got quite a few rookies running tonight. Beganovic is in for Ferrari. We've got Nagel in for Verstappen in the Red Bull. Victor Martin is in for Antonelli in the Mercedes. Gabriele Mini is running for Colapinto in the Alpine. Porsche is in for Sainz in the Williams. Who is Jav? Is that Javier? Oh no, it's Bibba. Bibba Javed is in for Liam Lawson in the Racing Bull. Tim Tramlett's getting a run out for Audi. Only a couple of teams not running a rookie today. Evening, Farrett. And let's speed them up now.
How does my tires
So, yeah,
look?
no rookies for Mercedes. Not Mercedes, sorry, McLaren. No rookies for Aston and no rookies for Haas. Everyone else is running a reserve
And try to work on your front tires.
in FP1. Just noticed a little spike in Sargent's engine temps, and I was wondering what was causing that. It's dirty air.
The car feel.
All right,
I
you
think
can see
we're
we're
okay.
cooling it down now that he's
Copy that.
not got anyone right in front of him. Let's see what the setup feedback is. Probably won't be great. 79%. We're only halfway through the development run. How many laps have we done? 11. I gave him 25, 26 laps of fuel. The tyres are down to 47%. So, yeah, we ain't getting that far. I wonder if I can get away with stretching, and they're kind of borderline, I think, on temperatures before they start
full management
dropping.
on this set.
Let's see if we can just squeeze a little bit more out of them.
And we need to look after the tires.
And there we go. Straight away, they drop out of the window. It's not really helping their wear rate, so may as well just leave them as they are. We're going to have to call them in when we get down to about 20%. There's our feedback from Jack. And he's at 96. He's very happy. That's good. Development run 72. We are going to need to send back out again. So let's call them in now. We don't have to worry about them spending time on the track. We just need to get setups from them. It's not like they have to learn the track. They still need to do another run because they need to spend time getting up to 100 on their development run. But
Yeah, copy.
this will give us a chance to get another decent run in and try and finalise the setups a bit more. So that takes a little bit of pressure off the main two drivers when they get in FP2. But yeah, 16 laps we did on those tyres. They're down to 20 odd %. It won't even show us our own tyre wear rate, but yeah, it was about 20-something %.
Should be on now. So stop on the marks.
This is why I think we needed those extra mediums and extra hards for the Grand Prix.
Speed limiter on, please. And stop on the mark.
Because the softs just won't last at all. Not around this circuit. All right, we are looking like we might be a little bit too much rear wing. That could go either way. Let's try going to a 9-1. No, let's go to a 7-3. And I need to play about with this a little bit. Ooh, I'm looking at that and I'm looking at what that's doing. I have to go to a 6.4, I think. And that, I think, is kind of what we're running on Jack's car right now. Or something very close to that. Let's get another set of softs on. There we go. So how much fuel can we theoretically put in? 21 laps. We'll go with 20. That'll be enough. Yeah, I'm only 4% away, so... Let's try doing that. Let's just move that 3 clicks down. That should give me enough separation there, and the slight change there keeps everything else where it was. See if that works. Again, we've got to take some fuel out. Let's go with 20 laps of fuel. Evening, Victor. Short run for Hulkenberg, just 6 laps on those softs.
How are my tire temps?
You know I like to do it the old-fashioned way. It's just that extra little sense of accomplishment when you nail it. Does underfueling really help? It does. A little bit. I mean, it's subjective because the AI will generally tend to underfuel anyway. So,
Anything we can help you with?
that's encouraging. Hitting the optimal window there. If you underfuel, then you take
Understood.
weight out of the car. A lighter car means a quicker car. But if you take out too much fuel, you are putting yourself in a situation where you are going to do fuel saving if there's no safety car. That's what we did at Monaco last night. We gambled on there being a safety car, which is why I took something like 6 laps of fuel out. Normally, I would only take a couple of laps out. But normally when I do that, you know, just take 1 or 2 laps out. Then we get a safety car, we end up with a big surplus. Probably could have done with actually only having taken 1 or 2 laps out last night, so that we could have had that ability to actually push a little bit more in some parts of the Grand Prix. But as far as engine temps go, it's an issue for us because our engines cook themselves very easily at the moment. That's why we're working on a new side pod to try and get some nice improvement in our engine cooling. So underfueling and then running a fuel save to keep the temps down is probably a smarter play for us for the next few races at least. 97% for Logan Sargent. A little bit of work to do. We have now finished the development run, so we're going to call Sargent's car in just to save a little bit of wear on it. And let's see what needs to change. It is the front wing. Could that be all the way up there? We'll find out in the next session. If it's not, then we'll drop it down to a 9 and we'll push that up instead. In fact, I think it's probably more likely to be the 9, so let's just go ahead and do that now. And then just hope that that doesn't break. And again, we'll find out on Valtteri's run in the second session.
Tire phase update when you can.
And copy that.
Oh, wow. Down to 14%.
And try to take care of these tires.
Please take care of the tyres. I need that feedback.
And box, this one box, speed confirm.
Come on, give me that last bit of feedback. Come on, Jack. Don't make me send you out for another lap. Your tyres won't thank me. They really won't. Oh, God, now I need to refuel him as well. Oh, God damn it. We'll have to send him out for one lap. It's still not where it needs to be anyway. Bugger. Alright, well, let me at least see how close we are with the tow. Let's put the other tyres back on. Let's send him out for just a couple of laps. He's going to pull out the pits and immediately give me that feedback. You watch. He didn't even leave the pit lane. There we go. That's the feedback. 92. So we went the wrong way on it. God damn you, Jack. All right, so we're done in this session. Right, that's where we started. And that's where we're going, I think. But the kids love spending time with you. All right, practice 1 is done. Let's get ready for session 2. Okay, so we have our medium tyres on. Going to go for long runs. As long as we can on these tyres. This will be a good indicator as to how long they'll last in the Grand Prix.
Green light.
And we'll keep an eye on the temps as well. Well, we're down nearly 20% after just 6 laps. That's a lot. Problems for Hadjar.
There is an asphalt vibration.
Twelve laps, got us 60% of our tyre wear. Well, used up 40%.
Any comments though?
Keep the same.
Copy that.
Yeah, spot on. We'll keep it the same. Oh, spin for Ollie.
Sorry.
Update.
And we're at 97 for Checo. Bortoletto having
Now
some
this was
wobbles
at
as
turn
well
3.
now.
Oh, we've seen a few go off the track there, and they might want to take a look at the
Came
floor
up a
of the
little
car
quickly
there,
on the
because
back
that
of
wouldn't do it any good.
Valtteri there and lost a little bit of downforce. Ran wide as a result. We're at 97% with Checo, so we gained 1% on our best setup so far with Checo. Tyres are down to 35%. They've only done 20 laps. Not quite in the right temperature window either. This one's going to be brutal for tyres, this one.
What about tyres?
Yeah, I have no fronts anymore, so it is difficult.
Copy.
I'm going to go one more lap. So if we really run them to the ragged edge, we're looking at about 28 laps. See if we can get round without puncturing now. I think we're safe from punctures until we turn orange, which is at 10%. So if we do puncture, we shouldn't have too far to go until we hit the pits. Bortoleto just muscles his way through there at turn 9. Because we are literally on bald tyres now. Might puncture on the final corner. Might just get away with it. Oh, just. That was tight. That was very tight.
Stop in front of your box. And again, we just made that. So, what is our prep rating at? 78. Oof. 20 minutes left in the session. We're going to send the tyres back anyway, so we may as well send him out and get him to do as many laps as we can. 20 laps is optimistic. Antonelli makes his way onto the track. Ah, yeah, just broke the front wing. There we go. It'll be that then. We'll be back in the fiddle yard again after F1 tonight. Been starting on a proper layout. Did a little bit last night, did a little bit this afternoon. Oh, something's terminal. I think it's the ERS, isn't it? It is. There we go. ERS has failed. He'll stay out. It won't bring him in. It just means won't be able to use the battery, but he's in harvest mode, so he's not using it anyway. That's fine. It does mean, though, it's dead. So we can't use it again after this session. Oh, my God. We knew we were going to have to buy him another one anyway, but now we're going to have to buy him one a little bit quicker than planned.
And checkered flag.
There we go. Session's done. Into FP3. So these are the two bits that I was concerned about, and they're the two bits that we didn't get the feedback on. Never mind. Let's swap out that ERS for that one. Oh, we got no money either. We are supposed to be getting some money from the sponsors, and that's going to go pretty much straight on a new engine for Checo. Let's just run him. Oh, let's see, 61%. What's Valtteri at? Valtteri's at 83. Yeah, we're only going to have 2 sets of softs to take into qualifying. And we're going to probably end up using both of those, just trying to get out the session. I might... yeah, if we do make it through to Q2, we're probably not even going to run.
Green light.
Nailed it. Excellent. So we are at 80% prep now for Checo.
Yeah, copy.
I don't think we're going to get them up to 100. Well, we might do. Trouble is, we've got to do 2 runs and we won't have time, I don't think, to really get much out of their confidence gain. So we're only now just getting into that higher grade of, accumulation of track knowledge. Tires are dying out. '88 and '85. Doesn't make for good reading, that, does it? More issues for Ollie Behrman.
Right, let's have a look now. Around turn 3. And that's... Oh no, that's not quite what they would have wanted. That won't do the floor of the car any good at all.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Let's take a look. We're at 94%, 92%. Might just get Valtteri there, but I don't think we'll get Checo where he needs to be. There's not much left on those tyres. Look, down to 19% now. Still falling. We'll squeeze as much as we can.
What about tyres?
My tyres are...
A firm. Confirming you are boxing this lap.
No, he's not. We're keeping him out. Don't think I can go to the flag. Oh, here we go. We're into puncture territory for Valtteri.
Tyres are like completely done now.
Checo's about to do that as well. I don't even think I've got enough. No, there we go. There's the puncture. I was going to say, I didn't even think we had enough to do another lap after that. We're going to call him in. And let's just call Perez in as well. And there goes Perez. We ran those tyres right down to the canvas.
Box, speed confirmed.
Okay, copy. We have a puncture.
Yes, we do. 96 and 94. That's as good as we can get them. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. If we had full car part knowledge, we'd have made it. If we hadn't run the rookies, we wouldn't have had any issues at all. But even though tyre wear is high on this circuit, I still wanted to try and get them a run here because, you know, we want to get them as boosted in their development as we can. Ready for a potential signing into the first team. Probably not next season, but maybe the year after that. If not one of them, then... If not both of them, then one of them will hopefully get a seat. So, there we go. That is practice done. Time for qualifying.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
Teams often bring upgrades to Barcelona, so the qualifying order could be a little shaken up. Cars need to be well balanced in both high and low speed corners to set a good lap here.
Now there's been a bit of talk about Sergio Perez of late. How's he going to be feeling, do you think?
It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
So don't go anywhere, folks. It's nearly time for qualifying.
All right, let's get the good bits back on the car. Need another gearbox for Valtteri as well. I don't think we'll make the season with what we've got left for him. All right. We're going to sit in the garage for a bit.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, Antonelli's spinning on the exit of the pits.
Mate, I f***ed up. I'm sorry.
I want to let that track ramp up a little bit before we go out, given that we have so few tyres to play about with here in quali. There's not many cars active on the track at the moment either. There's quite a few on in laps. They're about to peel in, well, are peeling in right now. A couple of guys coming out with us at the same time. Only a couple of cars on a flying lap.
Watch for traffic. We need a good warm-up on front brakes.
Copy.
So Colapinto's set his time. I'm going to worry about him. And the other cars on flying laps are
So you're in a good position.
already ahead of us on track. So, yeah, we're not going to get hit with traffic. Not a good first run for Charles Leclerc. Must have hit some traffic somewhere. Hamilton's on track on a warm-up at the moment, as is George Russell. Antonelli is in P6. The Alpines are looking pretty strong at the moment. First and fifth.
Good to go, good to go.
Track is clear. Track is clear. Start the lap.
22-0 for Sainz, 22-2 for Valtteri. 22-5 for Perez. I wonder if he's getting dirty air from the Haas in front of Ollie Behrman. It might have just been a poor first sector. Gasling's on another run and he's just gone purple in the middle. Alpines are looking very strong.
Unbelievable.
A little bit of dirty air at the end here for Valtteri. Will also give us a little bit of slipstream, and the RB that got in the way is going to have to bail out of the start of their lap, which is going to ruin it. P14 for Valtteri. Perez goes P17. Hamilton goes up to P5. What about Alonso? We've got a yellow flag on track. That's one of the Mercedes, I think. Yeah, Russell running wide, and that's his lap as well. That's his flying lap.
Here we are going into turn 9. And that's where they
very
run off the
wide.
track. Perhaps a little lapse in concentration.
Oh, that's a
maybe.
horrible way to ruin a lap, and potentially the car as well. So Russell is going to need to definitely go again just to even get out of the elimination zone here. Lawson is on his flying lap, and it's a terrible first sector because he's the car that was in our way and had to lift to let us through again. So he's definitely going to need to go again. Russell was quick in the first section, purple in the final section, and he's 6 seconds off thanks to his little excursion through the gravel there. We're just going to keep the same tyres on, I think, and go again with those. Hopefully they'll last for another flying run. So, Colapinto about to start his flying lap. So the Alpines are looking very strong at the moment. See if he can improve on this run. He's got a nice clear bit of track in front of him now. Both McLarens are out on outlaps. %. It's not great, but we will use the same tyres. Not improved. Not improved at all yet. Nope, no improvement there. Hulkenberg is out there looking to try and get out, as is Bortoletto, just leaving the pits now. Send Valtteri now. Might have gone a touch early. Hadjar's improving. And Behrman, I think, has popped out behind us.
So watch out for
Behrman's currently P2. Perez is going to pop out behind George Russell. Through goes one of the McLarens. It was Piastri. He's 11th. Norris doesn't look like he's improving, but he's safe.
Copy.
Right, Hulkenberg is definitely improving. And he is someone who could knock out Valtteri.
Leclerc's out there on an outlap now, just leaving the garage. Onto the track. We're going to keep an eye on George as well. He's just in front of Checo. What can Hulkenberg do as he comes up to the line?
Gap is currently good.
He's good enough for 11th.
Good to go,
Sights has just gone purple in the first sector. Don't try and overtake, please, Behrman. Valtteri goes defensively, still gets overtaken, and I think that's just ruined any chance Valtteri had of getting through. We'll see what his time is in the first sector. He might have lost a fair bit of time there. 23.3, yeah. He's lost a second in the opening sector thanks to Behrman, so just going to call him in. No point. No point running. Still a chance for Perez. George is in front of us. 22.3 for Perez. That's a personal best. Sainz goes top. 2 purple sectors. George is way ahead of us. Look, there he is. He's just gone 29.4 in the middle. That's a full second quicker than us, just about.
Make sure your limiter is on. Okay, so stopping on the marks.
Down to 19th now for Valtteri. Perez improves his time but stays 21st. Ooh boy, that's not good. George has gone second. Charles Leclerc is still needing to find some time, and he's going to do it. He's gone purple in the middle, full second quicker than Checo did. So he's already safe just on the basis of that. He's up 1.3 seconds on what Checo did. Across the line, another 7/10 there, so he's a full 2 seconds quicker. And he goes top just. Lawson could knock us down so that we start with both cars on the back of the grid. He does. He goes 14th. He knocks out Oscar. Oscar is out. Ooh, that's a surprise. And we are going to occupy the back row. I think that's the first time we've actually qualified that badly. Let's see who's sticking on pole. Charles Leclerc ahead of George Russell. Those two are going to have a right good old ding-dong battle, I hope. And Antonelli's up there as well. It's 4th and 5th for Williams. Another strong qualifying for them. Max is 6th. Lewis is 7th. Tsunoda up in 8th place ahead of Lando Norris. Gasly did get his Alpine into the top 10. Then it's Ollie Behrman from Franco Colapinto. Bortoletto, Lawson, Hulkenberg, and Hadjar in 16th place. And then we have those that were eliminated along with us in Q1. Oscar, Lindblad, Ocon, Alonso, and then an all Cadillac back row.
The stage is set here in Barcelona. 66 laps around a track that the drivers know inside and out.
Barcelona is a circuit with plenty of history under its belt. It was here, after all, that multiple world champion Max Verstappen secured his very first F1 victory back in 2016.
Long straights and medium speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
One and a half Valtry's there, not a proper 2 Valtteri that we saw last time out. This time it was just the TV replay of him. Right, let's have a double check. Are there any penalties to be applied? I don't think there are. Nope. All right, let's take a look at strategy. This is why I wanted that extra set of hard tyres. There we go. That's our strategy. I think. I mean, if we go with, we could go really over the top. We could go softs, mediums, and hards. Let's take a quick look at what that might look like. The softs are only going to do maybe 14, 15 laps. We say 14 to allow for a little bit of extra push off the line and a bit of thermal deg as well, maybe. And then if we have a look at a set of mediums and then another set of mediums and then a set of softs. I'm just curious as to what this will actually look like pace-wise. It's actually slightly quicker. It's extra stops though. We do have a pretty good pit crew. Not an amazing pit crew, but they're well rested coming into the Grand Prix, so they shouldn't make mistakes. They might make one if we're doing a 3-stop race. I think I might hedge my bets. Let's put Valtteri on that strategy. And let's put Checo on... Actually, Checo's already got a 4-stop programmed in. Doesn't have the right 3-stop. Let's switch it round. Let's go 3-stop with Valtteri. Sorry, 2-stop with Valtteri and 3-stop with Checo. So we can come in and we can tinker with this. Make that another set of softs, another set of mediums. Let's go to lap 13 initially. I know we're going to get lapped. Let's go with that. I'm going to take 3 laps of fuel out. It is how much per lap? 1.6 kilos. I'm going to push Checo off the line. Not going to push Valtteri because we want these two to switch places. And there we go. We are going to hedge our bets strategy-wise. See what works. The drivers and cars and strategies are set. The Grand Prix is next.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement.
To get back from P9 up towards the front, it's going to be a case of executing their strategy well and keeping it clean.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
That is a lot of soft tyres off the line. I did not expect to see that. Leclerc starting on the mediums. Can he keep George behind him? Yes, he can. And Albon slots up inside Antonelli. He takes third. Sainz and Hamilton side by side. And we've actually had a really strong getaway. Stronger than I was expecting.
Look after the front tires.
Yep. This is getting frustrating.
A long way to go.
And Sainz did have to yield to Antonelli. No, it wasn't. It was Hamilton he was fighting with, wasn't it? He did keep Hamilton behind him.
Charge button on.
Copy.
Checo gets overtaken by Perez. By Alonso, even. Congratulations, you overtook yourself. Oh, yeah. Big lunge under braking at turn 5.
Yes.
And then just managed to hold it. So, with all those drivers on soft tyres, we're looking quite a lot of 3 stops, I think.
DRS enable.
Battery has already dropped off the back of everybody else. And he's coming under pressure from Fernando.
Charge on.
Copy.
The only way we're going to do well in this Grand Prix is going to be mediums, not up to temperature. The only way I'd say we're going to do well, I think, in this Grand Prix is with tyre choice. Which means I'm now potentially regretting putting Perez on the strategy that he's on.
Correct.
Remember, a long way to go in this race.
Why are my tyres not at the right temperature? That's going to be a problem. If we're going to have to push the mediums, even if it's just every now and again, just to get them fired up, that could be a disaster for our race strategy. I'm wondering if we're now, given that the mediums aren't firing up, if that's a problem for everybody else as well, we might potentially even be seeing a couple of 4 stops. And I'm thinking that to make Valtteri's strategy work, what we might have to do is something like this. Treat the mediums as if they're soft, treat the hards like they're mediums. The softs themselves do seem okay. Based on Checo. Ooh, I might not even make it at this, looking at this. We're going to go with that for Valtteri. I'm going to amend his strategy. Because the tyres are just going to blister and wear out, and he's going to be slow. At least this way we'll keep them fired at the right temperatures. So medium, hard, hard, medium for Valtteri. Soft, medium, medium, soft for Checo. And that's not going to work for Checo.
tyre temps look good.
Copy.
We're going to have to change these to hard push like that. Oh, that's really pushing it, isn't it? So some quick changes on the fly. If the track temperature goes up and that no longer becomes a factor, then we can adjust from there. But we could really struggle just to hit 17th and 18th tonight.
So deployed.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
All we can do now is pray that the deck is really bad for the AI, and hope that we're going to see them making 4 stops. Otherwise, we are in real trouble. It may be that the mediums are a bit more durable than we were expecting. Just like in Monaco, we'll take another look at the tyre graph in a couple of laps, see how Valtteri's mediums are performing. We should start to close back in again in a moment, given that we waited quite a while before we used the batteries. Hopefully the AI has burnt theirs out.
And charge button on, charge on.
Copy.
He does have DRS on you.
Yeah, we're almost back in range of Alonso now.
Very happy with tyre management.
Lindblad is really starting to drop away already. It's causing problems for Valtteri, for Alonso. It's giving Valtteri the opportunity to get back into attack range. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see Lindblad into the pits very soon.
Available.
Copy.
It looks like he is starting to really struggle for pace.
Charge on.
Copy.
charge on.
Copy, guys.
And through goes Alonso.
Lift and coast.
Yep.
Start doing a little bit of fuel saving to bring those engine temps down. Prolonged running in the dirty air will start cooking the tyres and also push our engine temps up.
Charge on. Yep.
Ooh, problem for Liam Lawson.
Charge pad.
Now this is where the RB driver's involved. And nearly, just running wide. Fighting with the car.
I think he got spooked a little bit by Hadjar, just shaping up for a little look into turn 7.
Go back to doing lift and coast now.
Copy.
Yeah, the mediums look a bit more durable than we were expecting to see them. Might be okay running them on push.
He has DRS.
It's very much a learning season this season in terms of what to expect from tyres. This new tyre model is definitely throwing up some surprises here and there.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
From tyre point of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
I think I've lost a little bit too much ground here. Yes, I have. Battery might get the move done here. Sorry, Perez might get the move done here.
And charge button on.
No,
Okay, mate.
Valtteri kept him at bay.
Increase lift and coast.
Yep.
Energies are good.
Copy.
And charge button
So Leclerc
on.
has scampered off into the lead by 4 seconds. Russell in a strong second place right now. Albon and Antonelli are duking it out for third, going into turn 10.
Charge button on.
Yeah, copy.
And I think we're about to see Kimi get past Alex. Hamilton is back ahead of Sainz. Norris 7th, Behrman 8th, Max 9th, Gasly still in 10th. Bortoletto doing quite well at the moment, and Oscar is the first one into the pits. Oh, it's a bad stop as well. So, just 9 laps done on those tyres for Oscar.
Charge on.
Copy.
Which means we're likely to see a few more stops in quick succession now. Especially for those who've been tucked up in dirty air.
no lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
Let's take a look at lap times. So 1:18.6 for Charles Leclerc last lap. As Colapinto gets past Hulkenberg. Antonelli has been caught and passed by both Albon and Hamilton.
Perez is 1.8 seconds behind.
Check out that again in a moment. Battery's back onto Lindblad. It looks like Hadjar starting to maybe struggle a little bit. Well, Hulkenberg in front of Colapinto. Let's see if he can stretch that gap. Perez is drifting away. Let's give him some more battery.
Can you go mode push now?
Copy.
And you can use all the boost back.
I'd like to get an overtake on Lindblad here. Before he peels off into the pit lane.
Copy.
And we think it will end soon.
Copy.
Okay, Bortoletto has an issue. Wasn't quick enough to see what it is. Oh yeah, look at Valtteri's tyres. They are performing so much better than I was expecting them to. Question is, how will the hards last?
What about tyres?
Starting to slide a bit.
Hamilton's in. So he went aggressive, made a couple of moves, gained some track position, and now he's going to go for an undercut. Sonoda's in as well. Medium tyres for that Ferrari.
Okay, want usage down a bit, otherwise you'll just run out of battery and then you'll just be taken by everybody.
Okay.
And charge button on.
And Lindblad's in. I don't know if I actually managed to overtake him. I don't think I did.
And boost.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Another set of soft tyres for Arvid. Russell now 6 seconds behind Leclerc. Hamilton is already straight onto the back of Perez. And Tsunoda box possibly to cover off Piastri. Any cause for optimism? Not at the moment, no. The tyres, or at least the medium tyres, are performing better than expected. Softs are performing as expected. The hards are still a little bit unknown. We haven't run those yet. Colapinto comes in. And Hamilton's just going to breeze past Perez here on the main straight, I think. Pace-wise, we're not really doing anything special. Soft tyres for Colapinto. And have we managed to fend him off? No. There we go. He kept it in.
Doing a good job on
Got through on the
management.
inside.
Oh, first one, I have to say that. Ah!
Race is long. Car behind is Tsunoda.
Let's box this lap.
Box now, box, pit confirm. Yeah, copy. Box, box.
And Hamilton's already straight onto the back of Valtteri. Fault for Lawson now.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
And straight through.
Start button on, please.
Absolutely no defence at all there from Valtteri. Sainz is in.
I can't go faster. Just do your best. Behind you have Perez.
Now, we're with Lewis Hamilton here. It's certainly inviting.
Look at the overspeed with the DRS and the fresh tyres. And then just up the inside. Nothing we could do.
And that's 16th place now.
So mediums going on for Carlos Sainz.
Disney.
Hamilton sets a new fastest lap. I'm going to go a little bit longer. Another lap or two. Now Tsunoda sets the fastest lap. .6 on with the hard tyres.
And track will be clear.
And let's see how durable these are. This might allow me to completely reset the planned strategy. We already can see from Valtteri that the hard tyres are more, the mediums are more durable on a higher push. We know from Perez's first stint how the softs are going to behave, pretty much as they are predicted to behave.
We're happy with time management.
And Antonelli is in. Behrman's in. So is Gasly. Hard tyres going on for Antonelli. Gets out before Behrman comes through. Hard tyres for Behrman. Manages to hold off Gasly, who might go hard as well, I think. No, he's gone medium. And Piastri is not able to get out of the... we'll get to the end of the straight before Gasly gets out. So it's not looking good for Oscar this Grand Prix. Trying to give Perez a little bit of a push just to see if we can get some undercut somewhere. Russell's in from P2, and so is Albon coming in behind him as well. It's not a good stop. Was he being held though because of Albon coming in? Maybe. Max is putting on some hards. Lawson is in. Valtteri fighting for his life. He's about to get absolutely swallowed up. Sainz and Tsunoda both getting him. Perez out of the battery now.
This focuses on long race.
Tyres still not up to temperature.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
And we're still behind Lawson. I'm really worried about what our pace is going to be here today. Really worried. The hard tyres still haven't fired up yet. Norris is in. I'm going to go one more lap with Valtteri, I think.
Still the hard tyres haven't fired up.
Just cool your tyres. Copy.
Norris just able to squeeze out in front of Valtteri. 119.3 for Perez. Tyres still not in the window. They are slowly creeping up temperature-wise. And I need to make a decision on what I'm going to do strategy-wise now for Valtteri. Choices. I'm going to box him this lap. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's switch to that. Let's see how that works. If these tyres end up being durable, we could potentially
DRS on you.
keep him out and just ignore that soft stint at the end and just go medium, hard, medium. But I don't know if they'll actually go that far.
Boxing this lap.
Bortoletto boxes from P2. Hamilton's now up back into second place and has stopped. Another new fastest lap for Lewis. 16.5, nearly 2 seconds quicker than Leclerc. Leclerc will still box and come out in the lead ahead of Hamilton, but Hamilton's undercut George Russell now. Partly thanks to that bad stop. It's not a great stop for Bortoletto either. Tyres are still not in the window for Perez.
Watch out for cars leaving the pit lane. Full push.
Let's get them fired up quickly. We're going to really hammer them for a couple of laps here with Valtteri.
Next car is Alonso.
Just try and get them up to temperature as quickly as we can. There we go. They're finally in the window.
These cars in front.
We need to manage these tires, okay?
So this is the phase of the race where we get to see whether or not we are completely cooked. As Isaac boxes. In theory, we should be able to undercut him here, but I don't think we can. It's a long pit lane. Perez isn't even round the final corner yet. Yeah, I think we're toast this weekend. My guess is that some of the teams have got new aero parts, new upgrades for their car, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if the vast majority are running new engines again now.
Alright, let's concentrate. Behind you we have Bottas.
It's not all complete doom and gloom just yet, but it's not looking all that encouraging. The hards do look like they are lasting though, better than the prediction. So that means we might be able to convert Valtteri back to a two-stop again. And that might maybe give us a window to do something with Valtteri. At least get him up into the sponsor points. But I don't know what we're going to do with Checo. We're just not quick. We're just not quick. Problem for Colapinto. Going to need a few more drivers to have issues like that, I think, if we're going to get both of our cars where we need them. They need to gain 5 places.
Slow down now. Copy.
Well, 4 places apiece, actually.
You are doing a good job on tires. Keep it like this.
I'm looking at our pace and it's just slow. The only person who's actually lapping slower than us, well, it's 2, is Liam Lawson. Or Lindblad, but his tyres are about to go again, so he's about to box again. And Charles Leclerc. Everyone else is lapping quicker than us. And there we go, Lindblad into the pits for his second stop. We've done 22 laps and he's on. He's about to go on to his 3rd set of tyres. Mediums this time. And it's a bad stop. Out he comes. Almost identical times, just 1,000th of a second between the two of them on that last lap. Pace is picking up a little bit now. We're actually still lapping slightly quicker than Charles, but Charles hasn't boxed yet. He will now get undercut by Hamilton and possibly George as well. And if Albon pumps in another couple of these fastest laps, he's going to be up there as well. He just took another 2 seconds out of Charles Leclerc. Keep an eye on him because he's going to be boxing very soon, I think. Track temperature up to 45 degrees now, nearly 46 degrees. So it's definitely gained some temperature since the start of the Grand Prix, when it was around 40. And in comes Charles. So Hamilton should get through. Question is, what about George and Albon? There he is. Albon's going to get him. Only just, but Leclerc down to P4. He's on soft tyres. Interesting. Albon is potentially going to get be vulnerable to an overtake here. Hamilton is going to give DRS to George, but that's a bit of a gap to try and overhaul down the straight. Leclerc, meanwhile, breezing past on those brand new softs. Tsunoda's in for another stop. Hamilton's kept Russell at bay. Oh, Leclerc has... oh, no. He's got the inside line. He'll complete that move now. Hard tyres going on for Yuki Tsunoda. So, second stop for him. 2 stops made so far for Lindblad. Everyone else now has made 1 stop. Hadjar's got an issue. Is that a vibration?
There is another vibration.
Yeah, it is. A recurrence of the fault that he had for a little while in free practice. Sounds like he's running an older engine. Which might explain why he was so poor in qualifying. Only qualifying in P16. George is lining up a move on Hamilton. Hamilton goes very defensive. George can't get through, and that's just allowing Leclerc to steam up to the pair of them. And he's just going to have a lunge here, I think, into turn 4. Oh, no. He lost a little bit of momentum when he have a look to the inside at 5. As Colapinto's in for his second stop. We will get out in front of him. Bottas has caught Perez. Can't get the move done.
High speed management is very good. Yeah, copy.
Not gonna. It's way too early for team orders. We'll just try and use battery to push him through. See if we can get up the inside of the 10.
What about tyres? All good. You've got the pace. Copy. Mode push. Copy.
No, he's not going to get in there.
Copy.
Valtteri's tyres are in better shape. I don't want him getting held up if he's got more pace. So a battery overtake here should be pretty straightforward. There we go. Let's get a bit more fuel saved for the pair of them.
Coast by 30%. Oh yeah, copy.
We need you to increase lift and coast.
And if we take a look at the tyres, again, they're performing better than expected, so it's possible we could turn this into a 2-stop. Let's get rid of that set of tyres. So based on current sort of tyre model, I think that will be tight, but if we turn Valtteri's tyres down towards the end of the stint, we might be good. We'll see if we can get him on that strategy. I mean, I could always actually just... We need to probably stop somewhere around about here. So it might just be better to go soft. Let Valtteri really sort of attack those closing laps. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Perez. We've already used a set of softs. We'll have to play that one by ear, I think. Kind of hoping a safety car comes out to change things up a bit. .116.0, new fastest lap for Yuki.
Copy.
On those new hard tyres of his.
Charge on. Copy.
We've got a four-way fight at the front of the grid. Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc and Albon. Sainz and Antonelli scrapping over fifth. Norris in attendance there as well. Max isn't having a great race. He's down in 10th place at the moment. Piastri and Bortoletto scrapping over 12th place. Side by side through the final corners. It'll be Piastri who gets a DRS. He should complete the move. He'll have to get some slipstream first. Oh, he's just not brave enough on the brakes. Bortoletto keeps him at bay. I wonder if that's down to tyre compound. There we go. Russell takes the lead from Lewis. Oh, Leclerc had a look. And that might have caused Hamilton to lose the DRS to Russell. I think it has. So expect to see Leclerc go through on the main straight. Oh, Hamilton's in. So Leclerc won't get DRS now. In for his second stop. He's going for a set of hard tyres. And Bortoletto and Piastri both boxing. So, can McLaren turn their car around quicker and get Oscar out in front? That's a good stop. That's a very good stop. I think he's going to do it. Yes, he is. Bortoletto has to wait. And Valtteri might get through on the pair of them. Ah, Oscar just squeezes out in front of us.
I can still keep this pace. Continue like this.
Lindblad got me.
Now this is where the RB driver's involved.
Didn't realise he was that close.
It's there for the taking. And the RB manages to get by.
So Lawson out of the pits for his second stop. He's down in 22nd. We've got a yellow flag. And someone making a mistake. It is Sainz.
Watch out for yellow.
Now this was on the straight. And they just can't keep on the track. And they'll find themselves at a disadvantage if they keep on doing that.
That's a huge loss of speed as a result of that. Oh, and Russell's locked
Take a
up.
closer look. So here we go, heading into turn one. And there goes the steering.
And that'll let
What was
Leclerc
that, I
through.
wonder?
Through goes the Ferrari. Russell will rejoin in second. They'll have damaged his tyres there. No pace at the moment while we're fuel saving. What was it? At 1.6 kilos a lap, wasn't it? So just need to find, well, we're probably about where we need to be actually for Perez. Just need to find a little bit more for Valtteri, who's been overtaken by Bortoletto.
You are doing a good job.
On his fresh soft tyres.
Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
We're in the pit window for Checo, but we've still got a good amount of life in these tyres. We'll try and stretch him. Sainz has got underfloor damage, I think, as a result of that excursion over the curbs into the gravel at turn 14, the final turn.
1.8 seconds behind you.
Yeah, I know what we're going to do here. We're going to go to a set of mediums and then finish him on a set of softs as well. There we go. So, 3 stops for both.
Ready.
Alonso's in. He's gone soft.
And as far as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Escalation of Lawson's issues. So we haven't got to worry about him. That's one car we should beat. Currently 11 and a half, 12 seconds behind us. Welcome back, Safety Clerk. You have not been needed, although we have had a couple of yellows. This set of soft tyres going on for Albon as Hamilton sets a new fastest lap, 1:16.0. Nico Hulkenberg slots into the pits. Now he should come out behind our drivers, I think. That won't do him any favours. Slow stop for hard tyres. He's definitely going to come out behind us.
Something's not gone right in
And
the
he
pits.
might have a little bit of pressure into the opening turn from Alonso. I think he'll be okay from Alonso.
Continue. Keep
Colapinto
going.
gets through.
Hulkenberg behind.
You can't save less. Copy.
Now we can see what happened. Now this was Valtteri Bottas. The gap opens up for them.
Nicely done there from
And that's
Valtteri.
16th place now.
It's looking a little bit more likely that we'll get our positions now. Our 17th and 18th requirement. So we see Hamilton making the move on Ocon there. And he's through. There's another bad stop. This time for Ollie Behrman. An issue for Albon as well. Piastri is close, but not close enough. So we're just past the halfway point in this Grand Prix. Leclerc leads Russell by 4 seconds thanks to Russell's off. Antonelli, another 4.5 seconds back, has Norris for company in 4th as well. Then it's a gap to Sainz, who had that very wide moment on turn 14. It looks like he's damaged his underfloor. Max now up to 6th place. Hamilton closing in very quickly, having made his 2nd stop. He's flying at the moment. Gasly is P8, Ocon in 9th, ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Then it's Alex Albon with a newly developed fault on his car. Isaac's had a fault for a little while. We think it's the engine or the gearbox, one of those two. Behrman and Piastri are scrapping over P13. Then it's Bortoletto in 15th. Here's Valtteri in 16th. 17th is Lindblad just behind us with Colapinto right there as well. Perez down in 19th place, going to be stopping in another lap or two. Then Hulkenberg, Alonso and Lawson.
Box now, box. Yeah, copy.
Bottas doing a good job here of defending.
And we need charge button on, charge button on.
Copy, mate.
And Ocon is in. Hamilton's already right on Sainz. Couldn't quite get him into turns 1 and 2. Another bad stop as Behrman sets the new fastest lap. Hamilton dives up the inside at turn 5. Hasn't got the move done yet. Still side by side. Now he's through. And that will release him away to go back after Norris again. Ferrari's definitely looking good here today. Oh, very nice. 2.365. Valtteri's lost 2 places. What happened to Valtteri?
Here we are, tackling turn 3.
Yeah, Lindblad got through and Colapinto just in that slipstream followed through as well. And then squeezed us on the exit of 2. We might, if we're really lucky, get the place back in 4. No, we didn't. And Colapinto has the inside for 5 and completes the move.
Very happy with your tyre use.
Evening, Mike.
Energies are good.
Copy.
That's George coming up to lap Checo.
So deployed.
Okay, copy.
That's not ideal, because George isn't having great pace at the moment. We're going to get blue flag for Antonelli now, and then we're going to get blue flag for Norris.
Copy.
Come on, Checo. He needs you to push hard.
Solid plus for Perez in front.
You're loving the mod. Which mod? I'm running quite a few. And yeah, all the mods are PC only. In for a set of hard tyres is Sainz, and it's another bad stop. So we've got a really good chance of getting points in the pit stops today. Perez is just about staying ahead of Norris at the moment. Managing to avoid those blue flags, but he's going to be out of battery now. So I think it's just a matter of time until we do get blue flagged.
And charge button on, please.
Yeah, which mod were you talking about?
I can't keep up with them.
Hulkenberg goes through on Valtteri now. Valtteri's tyres are almost done. And that's Russell into the pits. It came too late for us. We're getting pulled over to let Norris through. Good stop from Mercedes there. Oh yeah, that's a whole series of mods that I'm running. Everyone's running brand new liveries this season. Every single team, even Mercedes here, is a different livery to what they're running this year. So they're all individual mods. I've got some other mods that will add another mod that's adding faces in for drivers like Antonelli and Behrman, Colapinto, Lindblad, a couple of others. I've got a graphics mod just to smarten the graphics up and tidy them up a little bit. I've got a couple of helmet mods in there so that we can actually get the right drivers having the right helmets. The Cadillac Myteam pack is a mod. We're also running realistic racing, which changes how the cars behave in dirty air, and we're running a new tyre wear model as well,
Just do your best.
which wears the tyres out faster.
Behind you.
There's a whole load of mods. They're all listed in the video description. It's, I mean, I did my time on consoles. I did, I don't know, probably in total about 12 seasons across all three versions of the game on console. And now we're having some fun with the PC version. If you are on a console and you want to add in teams, you can only do it through, My Team. Create a team, but I've got a whole playlist of tutorials on logos and for manufacturers and sponsors.
Copy.
All right, so into the pits for Valtteri. Let's get him onto a set of soft tyres.
Box this lap, please.
Oh, God, we're just getting picked off by everybody. Look, Hamilton's gone through. We've got a little gap now until Leclerc comes through.
Charge button on.
Copy.
But now that we're lapped, we only need to find, in the remaining 26 laps, we only need to find 0.7 kilos. No, half a kilo. Logo guru. Yeah, I suppose I am in a way. Yeah, I've done all the major manufacturers that you can think of. A couple of slightly more obscure ones, and then I've done some big sponsor ones as well. If you put the time and effort in, it's amazing what you can actually do with the logo editor and the livery editor. All right, in comes Valtteri for his penultimate stop. Hadjar's in as well. We are a long way back, but it's because we've had to keep lifting and letting the leaders through. .5. It's an okay stop for Valtteri. It was clean, just wasn't as quick as it could have been. Going to get blue flagged for Kimi here, unless we can really stamp on the attack here. Colapinto's got another issue.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Designing them without any kind of, guide to work from. Yeah, very, very time consuming. But with a guide,
He's 4.5 seconds
I
behind.
had, once I'd plotted all the coordinates, I then wrote them all down so I could then just put them in one after the other for a video showing the whole process of it being built from start to finish. And that most of them take about half an hour or so. A couple will take a little bit longer, a couple will take a little bit less. We get blue flagged for Antonelli. We're immediately going to get blue flagged for Hamilton as well. And there is Perez. So we're back to the back of the grid again.
Yeah.
Do I think with all the stuff you're able to do now, they could have saved this game for a few years? The target audience wasn't really there.
does have DRS
I mean, it's a
on you.
niche title within a niche category. I mean, most people think of racing games. They don't. Their immediate go-tos are not, at least as far as console players, and I think to a fair degree on PC as well.
Tyre temps look good.
The F1 game is not everyone's immediate, thought. For PC players, you're talking Gran Turismo, and for your console players, sorry, you're talking Gran Turismo, Forza, the Need for Speed games. They're the main ones that everyone goes to. On PC, if people want to get into the sim racing side of it, then iRacing is the one that most people go for. But then you've also got Assetto Corsa on top of that as well. So yeah, the Formula One is a niche title in that category, and then this is a niche of a niche, essentially. This is a management game inside a Formula One, sub-genre. So it was never going to get, insanely good numbers, but it just wasn't making them any real money. And the game doesn't have enough depth for a long-term title without mods. So on PC, the mods have saved it. On console, you have to do a lot of self-challenges to try and keep the game alive. So I did a lot of challenge mode series stuff on the consoles. And if you look in my playlists, you'll see a whole back catalogue.
A long race.
They've definitely got better over the iterations, but like I said, it wasn't making them any real money. In the second they got offered the opportunity to do Jurassic World Evolution 3, they dropped this, like it was going out of fashion.
Copy.
And I can understand it from a business point of view. I can understand that. It's just a bit of a shame. I was always worried that the game wouldn't get the time it deserved if they made it an annual franchise, which is what I said from day one before the first one even came out. I said if this is an annual franchise, it's going to suffer for it, and it has. It would have been better if they'd done it on a 2 or even 3 season release cycle, and then just had a big update with updated liveries and driver rosters.
Progress to be made.
Either as a paid DLC, once a year, or even as a free update, and then just continue to add and improvements and features across a 2-year
Very
life
happy with tyre
cycle of the
management.
game before the next one comes out, kind of thing. But they weren't going to do that. They might not have had that option. They might have only been able to do it as an annual franchise. Depends what the terms of the agreement were with Formula One. If it could keep going, it has the potential to become a really, truly fantastic game, but this is it.
Cool your tyres.
I am concerned about our pace again.
What about tyres?
My tyres are still okay.
Temperatures are going slightly up.
I don't think it was Formula One's decision to pull the license. It was Frontier's decision, I think. I think they negotiated an exit from the contract. I think they were scheduled to do one more. So I think they would have, they hadn't, in their initial licensing agreement, I think they were scheduled to do 2025 as well, but they pulled the plug on it.
I lost the car in 10.
You really lost the car in 10 because you're actually in turn 7 there.
Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Lindblad has punched his way back through on that Ferrari. I don't have the pace to do that, unfortunately. Oh, and the Ferrari has just blue flagged him again, so neither does he, it would seem. Yeah, this has easily been our worst race of the year so far. Just in terms of performance, we've had nothing at all, really, at any point in this race. As Leclerc sets a new fastest lap of a 15.6. It's almost 3 seconds a lap faster than we're doing.
Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
And we're just catching people at the wrong time. You know, we get in front of a car when they box, but it's when we're at low grip ourselves and they just power straight past us again. We're going to Austria after this, and I'm kind of worried about our chances there as well. I think that'll be a kinder track to us. Tyres last better than they do here. There's a lot more DRS there for us to stay in a train.
Remember, a long way to go in this race.
You see Lawson, even with that big fault on his car, he just came out the pits on fresh tyres and is now 2 seconds quicker. Right, second quicker than Perez, who is about to get blue flagged from one of the Mercedes. That's George Russell coming through.
Entire phase update when you can.
And this is what's killing any chance we have of actually closing back up to people, is we keep getting these blue flags and pulling over and reacting way too early to them, and the AI doesn't react the same way that we do. Valtteri's closing in on Lindblad again. Let's see if we can punch past him.
A long way to go. So let's go mode push.
Copy.
Before we inevitably get gobbled up by Lawson. Look at the gap to Lawson now, again, because we got blue flagged from George. We just didn't have the pace to get past Lindblad there.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
This looks like it's going to be very much Ferrari's race at the moment. They're 1-2. Mercedes 3-4. It was 5-6 McLaren, but Piastri's just hit the pits. So the soft tyres should just about be able to take those to the end.
Do your best.
You can push again if you want.
Yep.
Again, we get into that dirty air. We've dropped out of range of Lindblad again. Look. Oh, it's a retirement for Hadjar.
Oh dear. What a miserable way to bow out of this one.
Just do your best.
Hamilton into the pits for his final stop. So the soft tyres on that Ferrari. He'll be out behind Antonelli. He's easily got the pace to get past him and back on the podium. It's whether he can get back up to second. New fastest lap for Alex Albon. Hulkenberg's into the pits. And in to retire comes Isaac Hadjar. So the worst we can do now is 21st. But that's still not great. We need 17th and 18th to keep the sponsors happy. Some good defending from Valtteri.
Car behind it is Lawson.
Let's get Checo in. We just need 0.2 kilos of fuel per driver now with 15 laps to go.
And box now, box.
Yeah, copy. Lawson with DRS 0.6 behind.
It's going to be another race without any safety cars or VSCs, it would seem.
Lawson, how's DRS? 1 second behind. Yeah, copy.
So into the pits for his final stop comes Sergio Perez.
Turn 12 a little bit.
Through goes Kimi Antonelli with Lewis Hamilton right behind him. New fastest lap for Lewis Hamilton, 1:15.2. And it's another good stop, 2.3. So I think that's both of our cars in the 2.3 range. Got a really good chance of some points. We've seen a lot of bad stops today. Perez comes out behind Verstappen, Gasly and Albon.
Laps to go, 1-5.
Let's crack on. Copy. We will box this lap. Copy. Box.
See the gap we've got to Lawson, look, half a minute. Unless Lawson stops again, we are very much going to finish in 21st place. Yellow flag. That is Lindblad going off. Big lockup at the chicane.
This is where the RB driver's involved. Nothing at this point. Well, you
there
can
we see
the
Valtteri in the background. He did get through.
Too much damage to the tyres.
Lawson got through as well.
And there, that certainly looks like a terminal failure. What a shame.
Yeah, I think he's dived straight into the pits. He has not. No, he has. He's in the pits to retire. So another retirement. 2.4 seconds stop for Valtteri, just behind Lawson there.
Clear,
and Lawson is out. So 2 retirements.
Stopped. Laps to go, including the one you're on at the moment.
We're going to have to try and punch our way through here.
And you can use all the boost
with driving clean air. We've got more pace here than Verstappen, but if we can't get past him, we're screwed. Because we're going to be stuck doing his pace.
Okay, copy. Yep.
That's it, cut to the inside. Get through, keep going.
Solid plus 4.
Almost out of not fuel, almost out of battery. So if we can't pull away from him on this next lap, we're going to have to get We're going to get blue flag to let him through again.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Copy.
Oh, come on. Keep him at bay. Please keep him at bay.
And try to increase pushing status.
Why are we giving so much?
Issues for Albon as well. Come on, don't blue flag me. Don't blue flag me. Come on, I'm quick enough. Quick enough, come on.
DRS.
Copy.
Just trying to make sure Max doesn't get DRS. If he gets it, we're going to definitely get blue flag.
Charge button on.
Copy.
There we go.
Increase tire saving.
Copy.
And 15.7 for Valtteri. You watch me set a fastest lap when I push the tyres,
Tyre temps are good.
as I push the battery.
Copy.
15.2, I think, is the current fastest
Let's
lap.
have mode
Lewis
push
set.
now, please.
He's now just 5.5 seconds behind George. And lapping about a second quicker. Perez is losing time again. Max is closing back in. I'm going to get blue flagged again.
Good job with the tires.
Damn it.
Okay, copy.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Yeah, confirm.
And try to cool down the tires as well.
Can I at least get on terms with Lindblad?
And we need some.
He's at the end of the
lead
straight. He's turning into turn 1 now. There he goes. Yeah, and we got past Max and then got blue flag back behind him again. That's why I'm doing some harvesting so I can just push the tyres and the fuel and the battery and try and completely break away and move on to the next car. I mean, it's kind of pointless at this point. We're 14 seconds behind Valtteri. He's going to struggle to get onto Arvid.
We're happy with time management.
At the moment, I'm just trying to get onto the back of that McLaren of Oscar. Actually, no, that's Norris. Oscar is behind Checo on track.
Charge on. Copy.
15.7. We actually went
Cool
slower
tyres.
on that lap than we did the one before.
Copy.
Tyres are wearing out too much.
We must do lift and coast every lap, or else we may not finish the race. Copy.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
You can push.
There's Oscar. Wow, what a miserable race this has been for us. All right, so that's Lindblad. Norris closing in on him. There is a chance we can get at least one of our cars into the top 18.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some kind of fault.
Hamilton 3.5 seconds behind Russell. And it's going to be tight between those two. Once again, Russell lost about a second to Hamilton on that lap. There's time, if that pace gap stays as it is, there's easily time for Hamilton to get on him. Lindblad lifts to let Norris through. The question now is,
No worries, mate.
has Norris got enough pace to pull away from Lindblad? Or is Lindblad going to get a nice little tow for the rest of the race? If he does, it's going to be very hard to get past. So we have been blue flagged for Piastri.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Copy.
This focus is a long race. Charge on. Yep.
Yep.
Fuel is not an issue. But there's no point pushing now. All right, Lindblad is out of DRS range.
There's progress to be made.
18th is the best we're going to do unless something happens to Colapinto
Copy.
or Albon.
Cut behind Perez.
Copy.
Just cool down the tyres as much as you can.
Copy.
We need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Copy that.
Charge on.
Copy.
Is Norris backed off? Or is Lindblad just responding to us being so close?
Remember, a long way to go in this race. Mode push.
Copy. Yes, copy.
Okay to push harder through 6 and 7 if you can. We don't think we need any lift and coast.
Copy.
Problem for Behrman. Nothing from the driver, nothing from Crofty.
5 laps to go at the end of this one.
Looks like it could be a serious fault as well.
Go back to doing lift and coast now.
Copy.
There we go. We put some pressure on Lindblad,
Charge
made him
on.
go defensive to lose some ground to Norris. Now we just have to wait for an opportunity. Got to be close at the end of the lap. Trying to keep temperatures under control so we don't melt the tyres or overheat the engine too much.
A long way to go.
Everyone's backing up behind Yuki Tsunoda.
Mode push. Copy. Suggests that you can reduce the amount of lift and coast at turn 1.
Right, this time, please.
Copy.
Still margin to push a bit harder through turn 6 and turn 12.
Yes. There we
4
go.
more laps.
Copy.
Right, keep pushing.
Good job, mate. So currently you are P18.
So this is what happened. Now we're watching the action closely here. There's the opening.
Went brave on the brakes.
And that sees them move up into 18.
What about tyres?
Tyres starting to drop.
Come on, give me the 1 second. Yeah, I think we've broken the DRS, so no run into turn 10. Two laps to go. Charles Leclerc is 16 seconds ahead of George, but Hamilton is very close now. He's going to have one last bite at the cherry. Will this be a glorious 1-2 for Ferrari, or will Russell keep the pressure on Charles at the top of the standings? He needs to finish second if he wants to keep the pressure on Charles. He's lost some ground recently. 7th and 8th for Williams at the moment. Looking to fight each other. Gasly's close. Piastri's right there as well. I think Max is just going to miss out on points. And we've got the gap to 2.8 seconds.
Okay, Kev, if there's anything left in the tank, let's go for it.
Might as well.
Any
I'm
increase?
not going to push the engine though.
A bit more.
Copy.
Use the energy.
And I don't think Hamilton got the DRS. Oh, he did, but he's too far back to do anything with it.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
2 more laps.
Copy.
Riding the ham cam. The gap is really tight. There'll be an opportunity into turn 10. Sainz drops down to 10th. And now Max might make the points. Hamilton's not close enough. That's it. Russell's going to hang on. But across the line is Charles Leclerc.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner. Look at that. Leclerc takes first place.
Astounding. I don't think anyone would deny them their victory lap after a race like that.
Fourth win of the season then for Charles. He's now starting to stretch his legs at the top of the table. Russell keeps hold of second place, so he only loses the 8 points, not 10 points. 7 points, not 8 points. There we go. Valtteri has crossed the line in 18th, so we have managed to keep the sponsors happy in that respect. Perez just constantly getting hammered by blue flags. Never had a chance. Sainz got back in front of Verstappen. Max had a little look but couldn't get it done.
And checkered flag.
So Williams will take 2 points finishes today. No points for Red Bull. Both McLarens in the top 10. It's the first time in a while I think we've seen both of them getting home in the top 10. Someone's out of fuel. It's Ollie Behrman. And there we go.
And what a moment for Yuki Tsunoda, who gets to celebrate a fantastic drive.
An outstanding performance today to have made the top 10. Not many would have expected this from the team, to be honest.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. The team getting their first chance to congratulate their driver on a job well done. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
And by the looks of things here in Barcelona, the party's only just beginning. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there though.
And with that, our time in Barcelona is done.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
So, confirmation of the final result then. It is win number 4 for Charles Leclerc. George in second. Hamilton up 4 places to take the final podium spot. He's starting to really build some good momentum as well this season. Antonelli dropping down to 4th, but still a good finish for him. That's good points for Mercedes as well. Good result for Lando, 5th place, ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Alex Albon in 7th. Gasly in 8th, continuing that little good run of form he's having with Alpine at the moment. Oscar up 8 places to finish in 9th. After going out in Q1, he actually gets himself up and gets 2 points for the team as well. So, decent drive from him today. Sainz, with all sorts of issues with the car, meant that he was struggling, but he did manage to hang on for a point in 10th, keeping Max at bay. Ocon in 12th place, ahead of teammate Ollie Behrman, who ran out of fuel at the line, but just crossed it in time. Bortoletto finishes 14th, ahead of his teammate Nico Hülkenberg. Alonso in 16th, ahead of Franco Colapinto. Valtteri in 18th, just getting into the sponsor spot that we needed. 19th for Arvid Lindblad. Perez 20th, disappointing, very disappointing race for him. And then 2 retirements, both with engine issues, forcing them to retire early. Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar, both as DNFs there. Let's take a look at the drivers' standings. It is Charles Leclerc top, and now that gap has gone up to 17 points. He leads with 169 from 152 to George. Big gap back to Max in 3rd. No points for him this weekend. He's on 102 and now just 4 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who moves 2 clear of Antonelli. Oscar in 6th on 76 points. Lando again closing back in on his teammate. He's on 69 points. Sainz has 56 in 8th, ahead of teammate Alex Albon on 41 points in 9th. And Yuki Tsunoda climbs up into the top 10. He's on 36 points after his 8th points finishing today. Yuki is 3 clear of Pierre Gasly. Gasly on 33, who's 3 clear of Fernando. Fernando down 2 places into 12th. Valtteri still 13th. No points again for him, but still on those 18 points. Hadjar has 15 in 14th. Then it's Hülkenberg with 15 as well, just behind him. Lawson in 16th has 4 points. Ocon has 2. Colapinto and Perez also have 2. Then it's Gabriel Bortoletto, the last of the current scorers. 2 drivers still to get off the mark this season. It's Ollie Behrman and Arvid Lindblad. In the constructors' standings, Ferrari picking up 40 points today, stretched their lead slightly over Mercedes. They add another 10 points onto the gap, and that now sits at 19 points. But McLaren in third are a long way back now. They're on 145, more than 100 behind Mercedes, and 122 points now behind Ferrari. Red Bull, no points at all this weekend. They stay on 117. They are losing ground in the fight, and Williams are starting to put Red Bull under a little bit of pressure. They're now within 20 points, thanks to a decent run from Albon and Sainz today. They're in 5th on 97 points. Aston in 6th have 66. 7th is Alpine with 35 points. Cadillac stay on 20 points in 8th, ahead of Audi in 9th. They're on 16 points. And then it's Haas and Racing Bulls in 11th and 10th. 4 points for Racing Bulls, 2 points for Haas. Let's see, did we manage to get some points in the DHL fastest pit stop competition? Just 1 point. A lot of decent stops today. Red Bull had the quickest stop ahead of Ferrari. They also had the 4th best stop as well. Ferrari's second car coming in 8th place. Just the one car in the top 10 for McLaren. It was Oscar's stop, 2.25. That's a very good stop. Alpine getting 6th and 7th. Both of their cars getting some very good tidy times there. Aston getting a couple of points with Yuki. And we got that final point. So 2.364, which was our best stop of the season. Only just good enough. Valtteri's best stop was a 2.4. So yeah, I thought that was Valtteri's stop. It wasn't. Okay, so a decent stop. But once again, we're seeing slightly better times out of Perez's pit crew. So in the standings, McLaren top on 193. Red Bull and Ferrari both gaining 2 places apiece. 138 points now for Red Bull, 121 for Ferrari. No points at all for Mercedes or Racing Bulls this weekend. They still stay 1 point apart on 106 and 105. Alpine now just 5 points behind Racing Bulls, still in 6th place. Then it's Audi with 43 points. We have 34 now, so we are slowly climbing up the table, chasing after Audi. Aston in 9th have 31 points. Then it's Haas with 20, and Williams now up to 18 points, are just 2 behind. So it's getting a little tight there as well. Just the one driver achieving the sponsor target, unfortunately. So 472,000, just a touch under 473, is added to the bank balance. Let's head back to HQ and start prepping for the next one, shall we? Right, Austria is the next Grand Prix. It's 11 days away. Something's broken on one of the cars. Let's have a look at our staff survey results. Drivers are positive, but they're still very unhappy with the car performance, understandably, because it is crap. Neutral from our engineers. Again, everyone's going to be really unhappy with the car performance. Neutral for our head of aero, our sporting director, and our technical chief. Our affiliates are a little bit more happy of mine because they got a run out in FP1. That will certainly have helped. Let's have a look at the post-race data. See what broke. Both cars suffered underfloor failures, and a suspension needs replacing as well. So those lovely spares that we had, we just gobbled up a fair few of them. There we go, and that is no more spare underfloors. We're not making any at the moment either, so we're going to have to or designing any, so we're going to have to manufacture at least one. I've only got 680k. It's not a lot of cash. So voucher is prize money. Most of it goes on building another spare underfloor. Still got a spare suspension, so we're okay there for now. Side pods, how long till we get those? 19 days to finish designing them, then 8 days a piece to build, so we're still nearly a month away from getting those on the car, on both cars. Still don't have enough money to do another research project. Let's take a quick look at when we're supposed to get the next chunk of cash from the sponsors in just a few days. So this will be where we'll find out whether or not we need to mod in $6 million if it didn't give us the money. So Vance, get our scouting reports on Fittipaldi and Fittipaldi. Let's make a low value approach. See if he goes for that. So we just want someone to start focusing in on development work, and then I might get the other Fittipaldi to do commercial work. We'll see if this one accepts that offer first of all. Sponsor plan review. Yeah. It didn't give us the opportunity to actually put anything in. So we need to add in, well, we got 358,000, so I'll add in 5.7 million rather than the full 6, because we would have got 6 and a bit. I'm not quite sure exactly how much over 6 million it was, but I'll add in 5.7 million, and that'll get us to where we should have been. And so it just blanked us and didn't even give us the option to put these in because our game crashed. So we'll fix that issue. Let's get, again, we could have had a mandatory, I don't know. Let's get the sponsor plan put in. We've got a wind tunnel hire. That's worth a cool 4.7 mil on its own. So we are going to be looking at the best part of 11 million at the end of this next 6-week period, which is very, very nice indeed. Let's put the factory in. What else? What else? What else? Let's put the scouts in. Oh, wow, we are really short on activities that are going to pay what we need. I'm going to have to put Perez in. I might even have to take the scouts out. Let's put the big value ones in. See if we can get close. Really don't want to do anything to the pit crew. Let's do another factory. We are going to fall short. We're going to fall very short. And I think this is because we had that knock-on effect of not getting anything last month. Let's put Logan into something, and then we might have to mod in a little bit of extra, potentially, just to, well, no, we'll get our wind tunnel higher. We'll bite the bullet on that. We're going to earn an extra couple 100,000 on what we should do here for the 6 weeks you've just done. So we'll bite the bullet on that one. Oh, wait, hang on. Engagement is only 1.84. We are massively short because of that. Yeah, we are going to have to mob money in again because it's completely reset our thing here. So we'll still do all of these activities, which means, unfortunately, pissing off Perez a little bit as well. But we'll have to do some more modding addition there. So I'm tempted to just do it all in one go. I'm going to be short by 4 mil, 4.2 mil. Yeah, I'll add that in now as well. So we'll have 10 mil to add in. And that will bring us up to date as to where we should be. So we'll call it a night here so I can get that added back in. And then we'll just have to, say, get an advance on some of that money that we should be earning but aren't going to be earning for reasons next month or in 6 weeks' time. Have to remember about that. And then when we come back on Monday, it'll be round 10. We'll be heading to Austria to do something, I hope, better than we did here today. Tyre wear shouldn't be as big of an issue around the Red Bull ring. So that should help us out a little bit and put us back into a position where we can get away with a 2-stop while others do 3 stops. Tyre temps are proving a bit more problematic than expected. And I'm very curious as to what's going to happen as our tyre cooling performance improves as we keep bringing updates to the car, whether that's going to make tyre management even trickier as opposed to easier. It's an odd one. It is very much an odd one, but we'll have to take it as it comes. That's it for tonight. I hope you have enjoyed this race. If you have, then a thumbs up would be much appreciated. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then why not consider subscribing as well? Be sure to hit that bell to be notified every time I go live. I am going to be back online again in 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, with some more rolling line. Still tinkering away with my layout that I'm building. You'll get to have a look at me in the construction process while I'm still trying to plan things out. I'm very much designing it by feel at the moment. I don't have a concrete plan as to what I want it to look like, but I've got some ideas knocking around in my head, and I'm seeing how I can do those. So I'm just going to build it on a single deck, and then we can look to add to it over time. But I just want to get one layout built and start doing scenery on it and stuff, and then we can look at making some additions and upgrades. So you'll be able to see what I've done so far when that live stream starts. As I say, that'll be about 10-15 minutes or so. Gives me time to use the bathroom, grab a drink, grab a quick snack, and then we'll be back on again. So hopefully I'll see you for that. If not, then I will be back at the usual time of 8 p.m. here in the UK on Monday for, as I say, round 10 as we head to Austria. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.